Okay, this was sent to me by several people recently. I'm looking at this article, allhiphop.com. Donald Glover thinks he may have offended Tyler Perry with Kirkwood chocolate spoof. And I'll leave a link to the article in the comment section below. Donald Glover made a fictional Tyler Perry-like character named Kirkwood Chocolate in the latest season of Atlanta, and now he hopes Tyler isn't offended. Glover hopes he understands that the parody of Tyler was that, just a joke. In one episode in the show's fourth season, Glover donned heavy prosthetic makeup to play a black studio head named Kirkwood Chocolate, who is known for lowbrow but popular films. He revealed in a cover interview with GQ that he gave Perry a heads up about the spoof, but hasn't heard from him since the episode aired last October. I told him I was going to do it. I don't know how he took it though. I texted him once, I think, for something, and I didn't hear back. That's the thing about being black. It becomes personal so fast. I'm guess he's saying shitting on you based on the lack of the full spelling there. He hopes Perry doesn't see the gag as a personal attack because it was not intended that way. If somebody did that about me, I'd be like, that's good. He has a right to not feel that way. I hope he understands. I still want to shoot at his studio someday. When asked how he can commit to a joke that might offend someone, Glover explained, because I'm not a politician, I'm an artist and I'm good. I'm a good artist. That's the difference. If I didn't think I was a good artist, then I'd be like, maybe I shouldn't do this, but this is nuanced and funny. The fourth and final season of the show ended in November. Now, I watched the episode, and I did a review, and I made a lengthy post about it on social media. Personally, there were moments where I did laugh, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, man. It just feels like poking the bear. Because remember how Tyler Perry felt about that one episode of the Boondocks that aired about him, and he was made known he did not care for that episode. Now, I think I read in another article before doing the video that Donald Glover was actually invited to Tyler Perry Studios at some point, which makes a lot of sense because the episode itself was pretty damn accurate in terms of like the work environment and whatnot. And when I say work environment, I don't mean that it's that bad at Tyler Perry Studios, but I mean like the setup and whatnot. Now, you go from one stage to the next and, you know, he does all the writing and it's like a machine and this and that. But it just felt like, I don't know, man. Like, people laughed at it. And like I said, I made a lengthy post. You can feel free to look it up. But I said towards the end, I mean, you can make this joke and laugh at him, but at the end of the day, who's a billionaire and who's not? So there's that aspect of it. Now, me, myself, I wasn't offended because, like I said in my post, I'm not affiliated with Tyler Perry Studios. I don't work there. And my whole thing is critiquing the shows. But like I've said time and time again, I always give credit where credit is due. Tyler Perry is an amazing man in terms of being, you know, a philanthropist as well as, you know, just a fine individual based on from what I've heard when I've done interviews with various actors or even actors I talk with casually. They talk about how, man, it was great. You know, he did this, this, and this. And you just feel like a sense of like you stand at attention when he's around because, you know, he means business because he has a vision. He knows how he wants things done. You go there, you do your best, and then boom. And I just feel like the Donald Glover, here's my take on it. Yeah, I know for me personally, I could take shit personally too, because sometimes, like, if I'm a kind of person that, you know, I remember in college one time I literally snapped on some folks who tried to pull a prank on me, but that was the first time they saw my quote-unquote black side, and they never did it again. They basically took my clothes when I was in the shower, and I went off. Because I just, sometimes you're just not in the mood for that kind of stuff. But basically, let's say, for example, let's say another YouTuber or a podcaster, whoever, let's say they were invited on my channel to do an interview or something. Like, hey, you know what, I like your content. Would you want to do an interview, you know, between YouTubers? And then, you know, hey, show them love, post a video, we all good. Especially if I have like a bigger platform than them. And then turn around, somebody's like, yo, did you see this video or this post so-and-so did about you? And like they're trashing my content. And it's like, wait, why are you, you know, doing me like that after I showed you love and everything? And yeah, I wouldn't respond to their text either. I'd be like, yo, that was jacked up. But I mean, if you watch the episode, if you're just an average person, it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, as somebody from the outside looking in, Tyler Perry content kind of does feel like that. But I mean, if you were the person that, you know, gave that person love and whatnot, and then they do you like that, because I ain't gonna lie, Glover kind of did him dirty. He did do Perry dirty. I feel some kind of way about it. So I don't know. Will he be able to film at Tyler Perry Studios? Maybe for a higher rate than everybody else, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But regardless, he did give him a heads up. But I mean, giving somebody a heads up versus, yo, here's an episode, let me let you look at it early. Maybe you can let me know if it's too much. But Black Twitter that night was wild. I'll leave it at that. Black Twitter was wild that night. I remember. And a lot of people are like, yo, there's some truth behind it, but why did Glover do Perry like this? So, like I mean, hey, I don't know these two gentlemen personally, but what do you think? If you saw the Atlanta episode, what do you think of it? So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll see if Glover ever gets a reply to that text, and that'll be that. So, talk to you in the next video.